Hi everybody, we are Perfectly Mid-Pod. My name is Darkness.
I'm Aqua.
I am Megaman. Oh, I win. Cool.
None of us are Cosmo.
Cosmo's also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's there. He does exactly what he needs to do.
Exactly.
He serves a purpose.
Yeah.
Stealing panties.
Boys, the one boy in a harem. Speaking of boys in a harem.
Yeah, that's actually not a terrible
Segue.
suggestion of it.
Yeah?
Even though it's a sad harem.
Oh, sad harem.
Everyone, all losing heroines.
Yeah, all losing harems.
Yeah.
So if you've guessed, we are talking about Rental Girlfriend today.
Yeah.
So what just happened?
Well, we're on chapter, 379?
Yeah, I think 380's coming out tomorrow. By the time this airs, 380's out. Spoiler alerts, we're talking about the manga, but also you should probably take this as a forewarning if you're watching the anime.
Yeah.
Have they kissed yet?
No. And neither.
Okay.
It's only been 380 chapters.
Well, yes. But
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
So after 40 chapters of Kazuyo planning this hot pot date,
Yeah.
researching said hot pot date, taking someone out on a test hot pot date.
Who he refers to as Minnie, because she's a little short and kind of attractive, but he just calls her Minnie.
He is truly a stand-in for an anime fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
They are on their date, Chizuru and Kazuya, and she pulls him aside, finally acknowledges his confession, and it's drawn out literally like a one word per speech bubble with the ...
He's doing his usual, every time she pauses, he gets 3 pages of thoughts.
Yeah.
Of God, she's so attractive. She couldn't want me.
I'm a loser.
This date's been so good. Why would she want me?
Did she like the hot pot?
I can't believe we got 100% compatibility on that stupid quiz we did on the date. That's so amazing. But for her, that's probably nothing because you can go higher than 100.
So,
Yep.
I mean, that's where the chapter ends, is I thank you for falling in love with me. I love you, but
Yeah, so
or-
the chapter before 378, I
Yeah.
think she's about to say something. The entire chapter, she's about to respond
They're,
to
like,
him.
standing
and then
right
she goes,
by a river.
And then she says, in that chapter, she says, I'm sorry. And then he has 3 more pages of I'm sorry, that's a turn down. What do I do? How do I avoid crying? Oh my God, I can feel my sorrow welling out of my eyes. How do I get out of here? But make sure I take her home without breaking down like a sad little sad sack. And his weird fish thing that he owns is in his head telling him, you got this, buddy. And then she goes,
he has a fish familiar.
so she said, I'm sorry. And she goes, but actually, then chapter 379 is a full 1 chapter, seems like a confession.
Yeah, pseudo confession.
His confession, her confession?
Her.
He's already confessed.
Yeah,
Okay, so she's
200,
confessing
140 chapters ago he confessed.
Nice.
And by the way, they've been living together in a house together for a year while she knows he's into him. Or he's into her and hasn't said anything. So she acknowledges that she likes his family, because hers is dead, and they're nice to her. And also that she appreciates him helping crowdfund her movie.
And that he's also really good with kids.
Yeah, good with kids. And it was nice when he told her he loved her and then was willing to wait for a year for her response. And also did a good job planning this date, but also life is blah, blah, blah. And
Can you input the Wii golf meme? Just nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. It's
And then what does she end it with? I love you, but.
I love you, but, and then it's ... then
Yeah.
exposition. And then then she goes, well, actually, and I think that's how the chapter ends.
Yeah.
And then the next one.
The next one has been spoiled, so presuming that this is correct, which it probably is.
And when we say spoiled, is it because it's in Japanese and someone has translated
usually
it?
what it is it's because it's also going to come out in another country and somebody has gotten their hands on an early print version in that country is usually how that works. So in Vietnam or China or somewhere, somebody got their hands on they're in the publishing arm of something, and so they got their hands on it. Yeah, so that's usually what happens. So this could be wrong, but
Granted, this is literally 380 chapters.
she takes out the ring, which is what his family's
His
ring?
grandma's
his grandma's
ring?
wedding ring.
Because his grandma was use this to propose, right?
Yeah.
Is his grandma alive?
His grandma's alive. Her grandma was alive but died. But
That's normally
they liked
how it
each other,
goes.
and so
They're usually
she's a
alive
rental
and then
girlfriend.
they're
They lied to both their grandparents that they're dating.
Okay.
It came out eventually,
all right.
but his grandmother was so into Chizuru, and she's this girl's perfect because everybody is obsessed with how perfect this girl is, and even his grandma's my grandson's trashy. I can't believe you're picking him. Dumb boy, don't let her get away. She's amazing. We should get her in the family.
So to give you maybe the quick paragraph summary, right?
Yeah.
Chizuru Kazuya, right? And then there's Mommy. Mommy and Kazuya were dating. Mommy was like, "You're a freaking loser. I'm dumping you." He's like,
Correctly.
Yeah, sad sap. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna rent a girlfriend and go on a date with her. Instantly, falls in love with whoever.
Yeah,
Finds out then that they go to the same college. And at college, she's like, she's literally Janie Briggs, wears glasses and a ponytail.
Yeah.
And then,
So.
Yeah, so then it all ensues. So
Soulless.
then he tells his grandma, oh my God, I have this great girlfriend, brings Chizuru.
Because he lies.
Yeah,
As one
Brings
does.
the rental girlfriend. Be like, help me with this lie to my grandmother. I'll never have to verify this later.
Yeah. And then,
Hopefully she dies.
Yeah.
and she plays along with it, Fast forward, then you find out that Chizuru, both her parents are dead, and her grandma is also in the nursing home. The grandmas become BFFs,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh my God, our grandchildren are together! How wonderful!" And then they're like, "We have to come clean." And then, every single time they're about to come clean, Chizuru's grandma is about to die.
Like a year and a half happens of them never coming clean and continuing this lie.
Okay.
So anyway, we're at the point where her grandma dies eventually.
Yeah.
So when you were reading it, you said, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
It's literally.
Chizuru takes out his grandmother's ring, says, I've been thinking about this for a whole month, and that she loves Kazuya's family, but she couldn't put the ring on. She didn't regret the kiss they had, but it's complicated.
So they did kiss.
She might be attached to him, but not to the point where she'd throw away her current life and job because she's an actress and this rental girl, and she likes doing it. She's like, I don't want to throw it away. And I think she had acknowledged that, if I'm truly in love with someone, I should be willing to, stop doing this and just be with them.
Yeah.
So
that's a fair
Kazuya
thing
is
to
then
do.
rejected, and he's holding it in, which he's always holding it in.
He's always
this
like
little
that.
sad sack. And then, of course,
They draw him like that?
Yeah.
she bows her head in apology to him. He's trying to smooth things over because he's like, what do I do? And then, of course, oh no, Chizuru hurts her foot from a shoe blister. And that's where the chapter ends. So now he's probably going to have to...
Is that where you said, what the hell?
He's going to have a Band-Aid, obviously, because he's super prepared for every situation.
Because he went on this practice date 400 times.
Did they finish the hot pot?
That would be more impressive.
Are they still
They probably
at the
didn't
hot pot
finish.
place
No,
right
they
now?
left the hot pot. Now they're by the water.
Okay.
They probably didn't finish the hot pot because this is also that series where everybody walking by is constantly talking out loud, like, that girl's so hot, her legs go on for miles. Damn, I wish I was with her.
beautiful.
Why is that lame ass dude with her? Everybody in Japan in this series has a lot of thoughts about teenage girls and the men that are with them. I mean, maybe accurate. Yeah, actually, now that I say it out loud. Yeah, okay, maybe that one part of the manga is realistic.
Okay, question while
Yeah.
you're finding...
So I thought...
it is. He does look like that.
Yeah, every single still is him
Lots of thought bubbles about how amazing
If you,
he is.
if you think of... Okay, so do your Kazuya face. Do your Kazuya face.
Oh, that's him imagining her getting by another dude in the pool.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, well-
That's coming out in the anime this year. I don't know if I have to bleep that, but yeah, the
Having fun in the pool.
infamous dream of another man with her is this season.
Okay, so question.
Yep.
Just general question. Why do you both read this? You
The
guys
art is
you guys-
really good. He's a very good manga
Yeah,
artist.
he draws the girls very
The girls are
cute.
very cute.
But all you guys talk about is how stupid it is.
So I read the first
I
maybe 100 chapters I was into it, and then it became a thing in the manga community where every week, because it seemed like he was going to change, but then every time he starts to change, it backpedals. And
something happens.
Season 3 is a good arc. He helps her make a movie, and they crowdfund it, and he's basically the producer, but supports the director and does 8
He's
other
like, I'm
jobs.
gonna support her no matter
Yeah.
what, and he plans everything, was able to hire all these people, make her dream come true so that her dying grandma could see her in a movie.
So it seemed like he was progressing.
Yeah.
So you're
That was
really
chapter 140.
So you
were
gets
kind
you
of
to really root for him.
Yeah, he's still trash, but you're like, wow, he's that arc made you go oh, he's starting to change. Maybe this is
Maybe he's
a
growing
good sign.
up.
And then it literally all regresses. And then there's another 200 chapters. And it keeps going. So then I read it every week along with the fan base on Reddit because we were all reading, at least the people in this community, we're just reading it to be how is this still going?
You're hate
what
reading
dumb
it.
Yeah, we're how is this happening? And then
How is this? Can this please move?
somebody would
along?
edit it to just be the panels where something actually happened, and it would go from 18 pages to 2. And then and you'd read it, and you're like, no, he was right. He deleted everything that didn't do anything, which is usually Kazuya's thoughts about her body and being in her bathwater,
And
or
her fish.
how cute she is when she slurps noodles or something dumb. And you're like, wow, there's no content in any of these chapters. And that's what we were reading it for. And then eventually it got so bad, the manga subreddit doesn't even post chapter updates anymore. And there's Autobots that do all the posting. I think they just deleted the Autobot because nobody cares.
So is this why you read it as well?
I don't read. I was the same exact
Yeah.
as Steve. I read the first 100 chapters, and then I was like, okay, this isn't really going anywhere. So then I started doing the doom scroll.
Yeah.
And then nothing was really happening there. So then I take like 2-month hiatuses, and then I'll read of that 2-month
5
hiatus.
chapters in a row?
No, I'll read just the latest.
The most recent chapter to see it, because
that
usually
came
I'll be
out.
like, wow, even though it's been 12 chapters, I can tell nothing has progressed.
Yeah.
They're still in,
I'm like, they're
they're
still
still
on
in the
the
same
date?
arc. There was one where I read it. It was him telling her she could go in the bath first, and then 4 chapters later, it was him going in the bath, thinking about, oh my God, she had been in after her, and he's just thinking
like,
about her legs in the
she's been
water
in
the whole
bath
time.
water.
And I'm like, that didn't need 4 chapters. That should have been 3 pages. This guy is so gross.
What's her name again?
Chizuru.
Chizuru.
So the people who are hate reading, and there are people who enjoy this, and like you're welcome to like what you like, but grow up.
Won't yuck anyone's yum.
Yeah, you can enjoy it, but I'm gonna make jokes about it. All the girls suck because they're in it. Like Chizuru's terrible.
You don't even like Chizuru?
No, because
Yeah,
she keeps leading him on and kind of.
him along.
She
But is
strings him
she-
along, but she won't commit to like realizing he's not actually that interesting.
Is she the one that like
She's the actor.
is gonna be the one?
Who knows?
Yeah, she's the main one, right?
Yeah.
And then there's Mommy, the one who dumped him, who I think is the only
When
good
you
girl.
said
'cause-
mommy, I was thinking mommy like domestic girlfriend. It's not a mommy.
No.
Her name is mommy.
Her name is
Mommy.
Okay.
Mami.
And then there's the girl who forces him to date her, and she has a heart condition.
Oh, I hate her.
She has a heart.
She's the worst.
She has a heart condition. Her name is Ruka, I think.
Yeah.
Why is she the worst?
She has a heart condition where her heart can't beat fast because she has a very weak heart and she could die at any point.
Okay.
But she has an encounter with him and it makes her heart beat really, really fast, and she has a monitor, so like it sets off an alarm on her
have
phone,
to
and she's
say,
like,
that-
"Wow, he made my heart beat fast. This must be love." And like
It's a
she's just
stupid
chasing it. It's
premise.
the
Oh, but
dumbest.
she's
But
not
she
like I
literally-
might be dying.
Right, or that any boy who
No,
makes
she
me feel good.
She blackmails him, and she's like, "I know your secret, so you have to date."
I know-
like,
I know this- you're
so
dating
you
a
have to
rental
date me
girl
or else
and
I'm
your
gonna tell your
grandparents know.
grandma.
Yeah.
And like she's always trying to like bang him. I'm like,
Yeah, she's super into him because he makes her heart beat fast. Or he was the first guy to do it, and she hasn't
She's
thought
the
that
one-
like
I
any
hate her
guy
the
could
most.
do that. She's terrible.
So you still
and he won't turn her down. He won't just he keeps thinking like I have to let her down. I'm wasting her time, and then he doesn't do it and continues wasting her time. And then there's Sumi, who's also a rental girlfriend, despite the fact that she's she basically won't talk because she's super shy about
she's
everything.
like, Komi can't communicate.
Yeah,
but
she's
with pink
basically
hair.
her. Yeah, and she's super popular with the fan base because they like girls who are just insanely submissive and would like have no ability to push back on anything.
And she's always like,
And he's into her. She's into him because he's nice to her.
So you like this better? You both like this better than Domestic?
No, Domestic Girlfriend is so much better. You should watch Domestic Girlfriend. Great series.
Is Domestic Girlfriend the good one?
Compared to this, yes, absolutely.
I like.
Domestic Girlfriend is the one where it's like his mom.
No, it's his
the
two
ste-
sisters,
the
his two
teacher-
stepsisters, the teacher,
Oh, the
and
teacher,
and
the
the first
teacher,
girl he had
yeah,
sex
yeah,
with.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like
way
the Rent a
better.
Girlfriend. I could not get through Domestic Girlfriend.
Hey, you know what's that-
It was too Sigma male for me.
It very much is. The author's a woman actually, and it's funny because at least in that every chapter something happens.
I mean, I.
But you're right.
completely
You're right. I'm
appreciate
not actually saying it's a good series, but it's telenovela in the best way
I
possible.
just could
Where you're
not
like, wait, how did he
watch
get hit by a truck? That makes
Spanish?
Like people are going into comas. You're dealing with like somebody goes abroad and deals with racism as a Japanese person.
Someone's
there's
pregnant.
like somebody's getting blackmailed, but then he's going to show up at the right moment. It's great in the worst way. Rental Girlfriend is not great. It just is bad.
Yeah, I mean, not. I'll say this: I dropped Domestic Girlfriend because I was like, I just cannot. Like, this is every boy's wet dream to like sleep with their teacher and their stepsister, and they're both their.
Yeah.
Like, his teacher is also his stepsister, and he also gets to sleep with his stepsister.
How did you know that was my
beforehand.
dream?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Weird.
But I was just like, oh, I just
This is
cannot
wild.
with this one.
It's totally fair. He's not a great character either, but it is better than Rental Girlfriend because
Yeah.
things happen.
No, yeah,
You just have
Rent-
to not care. Like I like it because they're all terrible people, but at least they do things.
So Kazuma. Kazuma?
Kazuya.
Kazuya.
How dare you? Kazuma is a great character.
Kaguya?
Yes.
The main character of Domestic Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, Domestic Girlfriend? I don't
No,
know.
the main character Rental Girlfriend. Sorry, everything's the same. Everything sounds the same. I can't figure it out.
No. One of them, the girlfriend is at home. This one, he's paying money.
Yeah.
Rental
Okay.
Girlfriend. By the way, thousands and thousands of dollars
Like,
that
he goes into
his
debt.
parents are giving him for college, and they find out at one point. Yeah, his parents are like giving him large amounts of money where like it's financially problematic for them.
He's like, I
and
have
he's spending it on
$100
this
in-
girl who won't tell him that if she likes him or not.
Do we actually believe that she loves him,
No.
or do you think she's just milking him for all he's worth?
No, I
don't
think she
think
doesn't.
he's-
I
I
think
think
she
she's
doesn't
just-
understand her feelings.
Yeah, she's definitely not like not malicious enough to want to take all his money, but I think she's just like confused and doesn't
she
want.
still makes
She
him-
doesn't want to like let him down.
What
She
if-
knows
still
she
ma-
needs to be the
But she
nice
still
girl.
makes him pay for the dates
Yeah.
even while she's trying to figure her feelings
So what
out.
if you reread it the whole thing with just the idea that she's stringing him along. And this
better,
is all malicious.
better series.
Better series?
Yeah, I think they
It'd be
make
him
Chizuru
learning a
evil.
lesson. Yeah,
Yeah. So Kazuya?
Yeah.
Kazuya.
Yeah.
As
in, you don't want to be this guy.
do female viewers like him?
I don't think so.
No?
It's confusing because they portray him as like he helps her get this movie made, and you're like, okay, he's like putting a lot of effort into making her dream come true. It seemed like he was changing, but like then he doesn't, and he's super wishy-washy about everything. He's always, every time they're on a date, he is paranoidly going over things, and sometimes out loud to her, like very clearly can't make a decision because he's worried about not making the optimal decision to make her happy. He can't deal with this Ruka girl, and I'm just like, what about him would be attractive to any of these girls? There's no positive personality traits. Aside from the one movie thing, he's never done anything good.
Yeah, I think it's just the play off the dorky guy.
Yeah.
Like,
And this has had 3 seasons.
and it's coming a fourth this summer.
And the fourth season is the one where he in the pool has the NTR dream about her falling for her actor friend who wears a beret and literally has a dream about her getting by that guy while he's floating in the pool, and he pops a boner and thinks, I'm so sad, and he is.
He pops a boner?
Yeah, in this pool, underwater. Like this pool, I don't know why is 80 feet deep the way it's drawn. And
That's how big it is?
He's just
80 feet?
It sounds
the
like
pool.
a Kalahari resort.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. But he's like
Great Wolf Lodge.
he's floating underwater. I don't understand how. Thinking about her getting railed, like literally railed from behind by this guy in a beret. It's like,
But NTR aren't they usually ugly? The man is supposed to be
not in
ugly
this one.
NTR?
Well, I mean, in this, Kazuya's the ugly one because he's the normal-looking dude.
Jesus Louise.
Jesus Louise.
And he's like, and he literally he's in the pool, pops a boner thinking about it, and then like it, cuts back to later. But it's like, what a sad man. Because even in his
Yeah.
imagination, she's not with him.
So there's no redeeming qualities about him.
There were maybe
Again,
in season
it's
3,
like,
but
yeah,
no.
season 3, he has his little progression, but then it's just like, oh, come on, man, like, just like, because they're in college, too. They're not in high school. They're like, first, second years of college. Like, you're 20, presumably.
Yeah.
Because they're drinking, so they have to be.
At least they're 20. At least they're not 15 years old like in Yakuza Fiancé.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's not throw any strays out right now. I know what you're doing. But in any case, we had a kind of a pact. Like every once in a while, we'd check in and just be. We had a bet. Like whenever they finally deal with the confession. Oop, that's not good.
Well, technical text.
Maybe I put in a battery that wasn't charged. Let's see.
No, it's the power of rent-a-girlfriend.
Steve didn't even put in a battery. It's been powered by the hate.
Oh, the temperature got too hot. Internal temperature.
It heard you guys screaming. What else is there to hate about rent a girlfriend? Rent a
Rent-a-girlfriend.
Rent a girlfriend. What else is there to hate about?
Kanojo okare shimasu.
Does
that help?
I don't know.
Je m'appelle?
I don't know.
Yeah, friends.
There is the handling of the thing that happens with Mommy in the vacation.
MAMI?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They heavily imply, spoiler for the new season, that part of the reason Mommy is so mean is because she had a relationship with somebody before Kazuya, and the manga heavily hints that she got pregnant and had an abortion, but does not say it, and then never addresses it again. So it's this very, very, very heavy chapter that heavily implies she had an abortion.
And is that out of
but doesn't straight up say it.
It's not like that. It's always comedy, or is it like sometimes it's heavy,
sometimes it's heavy, and sometimes, but like that's way heavier than anything they've done.
Heavy in the sense of like Chizuru's grandma dies.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
So it was like weird, and they're like, that's part of the reason that she hates him is he's like trying to be nice, and she's like, the world is dark, and like people betray you, and bad things happen. It's also why she doesn't like Chizuru. But like then it doesn't get handled, and it was like, there was this moment where everyone's like, whoa, wait, can Reiji like this? This is heavy. Can he write like real emotional stuff? And then the next chapter, it's just not talked about, and it's never addressed.
Dabi is Endeavor's son, never mentioned again.
Yeah, like it was so wild. I mean, that's one of the things probably one of the things I hate the most about the series is to throw in and potentially do an okay chapter about such a heavy topic, but then not actually handle it.
That's irresponsible.
And because it's in the theory people don't know is like the fact they don't straight up make it clear she had an abortion is because it's like more of a taboo topic in Japan, especially for like a series clearly targeting 14-year-old boys.
Is it illegal in Japan or vigilantes in Japan?
I don't know. I don't remember an abortion character in MHA Vigilantes. But yeah, so that
elitist.
I forgot.
Oh God.
I forgot about that, but that was a thing that I really, really didn't enjoy about the
completely
series.
forgot about that.
What else?
Yeah, did you read that chapter?
You blanking out.
I mean, what was
Like,
that chapter?
once I said-
120
Yeah,
something.
but once I said it, do you like even remember reading that one? Yeah, like that was so out of nowhere.
Is there anything? I'll pose this to you first. Is there anything that will get you to stop watching Rent a Girlfriend?
That'll stop watching it.
That you'll stop
Yeah, 'cause
watching.
you have
and-
watched all the seasons,
and or
right?
I
reading
have
it.
watched all the seasons. Yeah, if he gets back with what's her face, Rika, whatever her name
Wait,
is.
but you know that they're still together in the manga.
Yeah, but I'm saying really.
Oh, if he like finally realizes he doesn't have a shot with Chizuru, and he's like, I guess this girl I've been stringing along, I'll accept as my second place,
Yeah,
which is all she
exactly.
wants.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm fine being your second choice. Like, at least I like you.
That's so sad.
But she's like, I like you, and Chizuru clearly doesn't. Like, why are you chasing this girl when like I love you and I'm love? She doesn't know what love is. And
she has a heart palpitation.
yeah.
This is the
and she's like,
blackmail
and
girl.
she's younger than him too. She,
Yeah.
like, she's never been in with a boy before. She's never had a boyfriend.
How old
First
is she?
crush. I think
High
she's like a
school?
year or two younger.
Yeah.
She's not
she's in
significantly
college.
younger. She just
Okay.
literally has had no experience with men.
Oh God.
So she's like, first love.
To be honest, like I haven't read probably in 6 months, and
Yeah.
and like I'm not upset that I just read the last 2 chapters. So like I knew season 3 was gonna be like a better chapter. I know season 4 is gonna be a not so great
Yeah.
great season.
Arc, yeah.
So
Except
I'm
for the
like,
NTR dream, I'm really excited to see how much effort they put into
You are-
animating.
you are obsessed with this
because
NTR
them having
dream.
to spend money animating it is insane. Literally, that's all the fan.
Have you contributed to the Patreon?
Yeah. No, the entire
GoFundMe.
Literally, as
GoFundMe.
soon as it got announced, all of the comments were just everybody familiar with the manga. Like
Were most of the
getting
comments
it's called
your
it's
comments?
called that scene or beret. Those are the
Why beret?
Because
He's wearing a
the actor
beret.
wears a beret when he's railing Chizuru in his head because he's a fancy actor, so he's wearing a beret.
I love this show.
Yeah.
I mean, you can watch
I mean,
it.
you would.
I would love this show. This show sounds insane.
Yes.
It's
It's
just-
super popular in Japan.
Is that why it
insanely
keeps on
popular.
getting seasons?
Yeah. It's,
Oh, yeah.
It's wildly popular.
So it sounds like for you, it's not like one event will make you stop watching it. You'll just be like, okay, I'm done with this now.
Yeah, I think for me it'll be okay. Nothing has literally happened in 5 seasons.
I'm bored,
Like,
and I'll check when
So
it's
would you
done.
watch the anime up to where it is in the
No,
manga
I would
now?
not, no.
Once he spends a year, like 2 seasons planning a date?
Yeah, no.
Will you watch the inevitable closing movie to close
The
out the
3-part
series?
movie?
No, after quintessential quintuplets, I'm scarred.
Was that a movie?
They,
They
The,
did,
the
yeah.
end of it was a movie?
I think the ending was a movie, and then didn't they do a post,
like a post
an epilogue
special.
that wasn't even in the manga,
Yeah.
where they undo all of the character
Oh, it was an
progress.
OVA epilogue?
Yeah, OVA epilogue, and
OVA epilogue.
it undoes progress that happened in the series too, because he picks a girl, and then the OVA they kind of like
Quintessential quintuplets.
yeah, he marries one of them, and then in the OVA they like kind of undo it a little bit. It's so dumb.
That's stupid.
They're all like, oh, let's go on your honeymoon together, the 5 of us.
Yeah, we're all just gonna fifth, sixth, seventh wheel this honeymoon
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they all
and,
look the same.
flirt with you, and we can keep switching out, and you're not gonna notice.
It's the implication. It's the implication.
Yeah.
So what will you just?
Oh, I'm not.
slowly
I
fade,
do
or
not
you're
watch.
stuck.
No,
You're
I don't read it. I
watching
don't
this
read it.
again.
I don't watch the anime.
Okay.
I watched maybe 2 episodes of the first season. And I was like,
You watch the subreddit.
the subreddit doesn't even exist anymore. What I'll do,
Oh.
what I do is every couple months, I'll just like look up the most recent chapter, and I'll be like, wow, that's a dumpster fire. And then I'll go to the subreddit for this series where everybody's really into it and thinks Kazuya's like making progress and she's realizing her feelings, and I'll read their delirium because it's very interesting to me. And I'm like, I'm glad you guys like this. The cope is hilarious. I don't comment. I'm like, it's just interesting to read. People have such a different perspective on a train wreck.
Is the sub/r Enta girlfriend?
No, that would be clever. It's just the Japanese name.
Ah!
Yeah,
well,
so you'll never find it.
Rent a Girlfriend, best anime of all time.
Yeah, it's gonna be anime of 2025 in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. It's gonna be best romance, and the best couple is gonna be Chizuru and the actor in the
You know-
dream.
Not to call back to our last episode too much.
Do
but
it.
Maybe there should be an anti-vote where it's like you can vote as many times as you want, whatever, but you can also like
You can
take away
delete somebody's
votes
vote. Delete somebody's
as many
vote.
times as you want.
Crunchyroll, if you need somebody to be a jury member, I'd be happy to do it. And
Oh
I'm
my
putting Rent a
goodness.
Girlfriend forward as best romance just to watch it all crash and burn.
And Rent a Girlfriend, if you need someone to voice Beret, I'm here for you.
I don't think
Is
they've
that a
announced
good-
it yet.
Is that a good
I don't.
character?
Does he must have been in season 3, right?
He must have.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I hope
don't
it's
know.
Pro ZD either way.
that'd be great.
Well, we are Perfectly Mid Podcast, You can find us at
Perfectly Mid on Instagram and TikTok, and at Perfectly Mid Pod on YouTube, where you're hopefully watching this. Please do. And you can also find us on Spotify and Apple Music if you prefer to get podcasts there.
Yes, and you can find us at Rent-A-Girlfriend.
Yeah, and please let us know, do you agree with Emily and I about Rent-A-Girlfriend? Are you wrong and have the opposite opinion? By all means, let us know in the comments.
Or is this your first experience learning about Rent-A-Girlfriend at all?
How much are you looking forward to chapter 218 anime?
Well, you don't have to read it because we just told you the entire story.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to read all of it.
I don't even.
tonight.
There's going to be a spoiler warning. I was going to put one in the beginning. It's just going to be skip the episode. Like, there's no point where we're not talking about it.
Do not watch.
But also, like, just watch this episode to decide if you want to keep reading or not. Because I feel like, if you watch that and you're
if you want to fill in the blanks.
Yeah, there's stuff.
Yeah.
Emily may watch season 4 and season 5 and slowly lean off, and
I'm gonna watch.
definitely stopping.
We're
after Beret.
gonna watch the episode
one
of 218 together because I want to watch Karlo watch it.
Live
We're gonna record a live react to 218.
We're gonna be on Twitch. We're gonna live react, and we're also gonna be in a hot tub.
And we're going to be copyright infringed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Copyright infringe us.
We haven't gotten a copyright strike yet, and what a way to get a first one.
Let's get a copyright infringement now. All
All right, we're done.
Jeez. Cheez-Its.
Jesus Louises.
Oh God.